Hey everybody, this is Rabbitearsblog, and welcome to my top comic books of the week. Now here are my top 4 comic books of this week. Comic book pick number 1, Wolverine Weapon X. Written by Barry Windsor-Smith, artwork by Barry Windsor-Smith, published by Marvel Comics, era 1990s. In this comic, we are treated to the backstory of Wolverine's time in the Weapon X program, and how he was being tortured and experimented on in order to become the perfect weapon. One day, however, Wolverine manages to escape from the program, and all heck breaks loose. Now, I have been hearing about Wolverine's Weapon X story for many years, but I had never read a Weapon X story that really went into detail about the torture that Wolverine had to endure during this program. I love the way that Barry Windsor-Smith explored the horrors that Wolverine had to go through during the Weapon X program. I also love the fact that the story is mainly told through the artwork, which was also done by Barry Windsor-Smith, as the artwork is extremely bloody, dark, and gritty, as we see Wolverine having various wires and needles being forced into him during the experiment, which I couldn't help but cringe during those scenes. Comic pick number 2, Invincible Ultimate Collection Volume 1. Written by Robert Kirkman, artwork by Corey Walker and Ryan Ottley, published by Image Comics, era 2000s. In this collection, Mark Grayson was just your average teenager until he realizes that he has powers just like his famous superhero father, Oni-Man, and he becomes a superhero just like him. Even though Mark loves his life as a superhero, he would soon discover a dark secret about his family that would change his life forever. Now, I will admit that Invincible was the first comic I've read from Robert Kirkman since I wasn't familiar with his work before, but after reading this comic, I'm really hooked on his work, especially with Invincible. I love the way that Robert Kirkman wrote each character, as all the characters relate strongly to me, despite the fact that some of them have superpowers. Probably my most favorite character in this comic was the main character himself, Mark Grayson, as he is a very free-spirited character, and it was great seeing him balance his life with being a superhero and a normal teenager. Corey Walker and Ryan Ottley's artwork were extremely well done, as the characters' facial expressions are shown in a human's way, such as the characters having black dots for eyes whenever they are confused about something. Comic pick number 3, The Sandman, The Wake, Volume 10. Written by Neil Gaiman, artwork by Michael Zulli, John J. Mirth, and Charles Vess, published by Vertigo Comics, era 1990s. In the final volume of the Sandman series, at the dream Morpheus sacrificed his life to save the dream world from the kindly ones, a memorial is held in his honor as the Sandman characters mourn over his death while discussing about their relationships with Dream. Also, this volume deals with Daniel, Hippolytus Howell's son, taking over Dream's job in the dream world. Neil Gaiman has done an excellent job at writing this volume, which is about all the Sandman characters feeling remorse for Dream's death. Not only do we see the characters feeling great sadness for the death of Dream, but the readers will also feel sadness at seeing the Sandman series come to a close. I love the fact that this volume focuses more on the other characters mourning for Morpheus' death, as it provides great closure to the Sandman series, and it really delves into the issue about dealing with the death of a loved one. The artwork done by Michael Zulli, John J. Mirth, and Charles Vess all combine brilliantly in this volume, as they give this volume elegant and sad atmosphere. Comic pick number 4, Y the Last Man, Book 1. Written by Brian K. Vaughan, artwork by Pierre Guerra, published by Vertigo Comics, era 2000s. Yorick Brown was a young man who was an amateur escape artist, and was prepared to marry his girlfriend Beth, but one terrible day a mysterious plague spreads across the globe and ended up killing all the men and male animals in the world. However, the only male in the world who survived this plague was Yorick Brown himself and his pet male monkey Amsterdam. Now, Yorick must travel around the world to find out more about the plague, while also trying to find his girlfriend Beth. Brian K. Vaughan had created one creative and interesting title that explores the idea about what would happen if all the males were suddenly killed by a mysterious plague, and the females were the only ones surviving in the world. I love how Brian K. Vaughan explored this issue about how the female population would function without the male population, and what the world would be like if all the men were killed off, and in this case, it is shown as a dystopian world where the females are forced to take up the occupations that the males once occupied. I also love the character Yorick Brown himself, as he is quite a lovable character despite the situation that he is stuck in. Pierre Guerra's artwork is very well done, as the characters look truly realistic and effective. I really love the artwork of Yorick himself, as he has wavy brown hair and a relaxed look on his face that really made me enjoy his character even more. Well, that's my top comic books for this week, and I would highly recommend these titles to any comic book fan. Also, since these are just the short reviews, if you want me to do a long review on these comics, then please feel free to suggest them in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you later.